So hello everybody, welcome to my channel again, Kurt's Best Recipes on YouTube. Today we will try to open the secret of the French baguette, the universal French bread, French sticks, French baguette, and I have a recipe for it. It only takes 1 hour, 3 steps of 20 minutes, and let's get chopping. So guys, I prepared a scale, some first class flour which is for bread baking. I turn on the scale because I have to get exactly 500 grams of this flour. Oops. With the flour, I'm going to put dry yeast, 2.5 spoons, and half a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of salt. We mix the dry ingredients nicely. Now a little bowl, and then we add 250 milliliter, a quarter of a liter lukewarm water, and mix it to a nice dough consistency. As this recipe will only take 20 minutes for the dough preparation, another 20 minutes to form the dough and let it rest, and third 20 minutes to bake it in your preheated oven. You will see it's really fun to make, and if you have a few tries so to get used to it, you can make up, if you bake like I do, 4 sticks at a time, you can make like 12-15 sticks per hour, and it's the most delicious bread. It will serve you with any soup, as a side dish to any of your soups. It's just such delicious French bread. If you wanted to, you could add in this dough now a little butter or oil, but I don't. The French don't either, because they want this bread to be all natural and then enjoy the full flavor of their cheeses or whatever they're going to eat with it. Let's see what you think about it. So as soon as the dough is nearly stuck together, it's going to not stick on the bowl again. We add some flour to our working surface, and we get the whole dough out of the bowl. Put the bowl aside, use a spoon to get all of it there. Now you can take a little more flour on your hands, and there we go. If it sticks in the beginning, it's no problem. You just add a little more flour to the surface and go for it. It's a bit choppy, but kneading machine for these few breads I make is not really worth it. It's quite expensive, but it's fun to make this bread. You will see in a second. Maybe you got some kids, just show them, teach them, and they will be happy to bake some breads in a while. Put them in the deep freeze, and whenever you want, you just pop one in the microwave, and you got a fresh breadstick to eat. So this kneading process now should take about 3 minutes. Soon we are there. You see, it doesn't stick to your hands anymore, at least not more than necessary. So there we are. Now we put the dough in our bowl, cover it up and let it rest for 20 minutes. Okay guys, I put it a little out in the sunshine where it's nice and warm. See you in a minute. So my friends, the dough is rose nicely and we're taking out of the bowl. We form it up a little like a long snake, and I use one of these cards to cut it in 4 pieces. We portion it in 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now comes the tricky bit. Don't forget to put flour enough, and even flour on your rolling pin to make sure it doesn't stick. Try to make this dough into a nice square piece. Like that. So, and then we roll it up. And I prepare the baking tray. I will show you in a second. On the baking tray I have a piece of corrugated sheet metal underneath, some baking foil on the top to make sure nothing sticks, and the bread it's nice to lie there in this mellow ditches from the sheet metal to make it look perfect afterwards. So number 2, you see, no problem whatsoever. You just need to try and do it, and you will enjoy. You know guys, this French bread is so delicious with all the French. Actually they eat it from starting in the morning throughout all day. It's going to be the side dish for a nice light lunch salad, some jam, it's for breakfast, and even at dinner time they use it as an appetizer and to finally finish off the sauce on the plate and everything. It's just a delicious thing. For that reason, we don't put much butter, any other flavors in it, to keep it as natural as possible. So these are 4 steaks. They're ready now on the baking tray. And you see, this is what I told you. Put some sheet metal underneath, some baking foil, non-stick paper on top. And now, in order to make it a real French bread, it needs to have some cuts on this long angle. So now, there we are. What we have to do is to cover this bread up again and leave it for another 20 minutes. This is now the second 20 minutes going to be. And I just put it out in the sun again on top of my oven, okay? I see you in a minute again. So guys, you see, they grew quite bigger. Now I'm just spraying them with some water to give it a nice crust afterwards. And now they're ready to go in the oven for the next 20 minutes, the baking process. My oven isn't really baking evenly, so I might have to turn them around and change the position in the halftime. But I will show you our results soon. Okay? So voila, friends, this is all our wonderful French bread, and whatever you decide to eat with it, savory or sweets, you will see it's the perfect partner for everything. And I wish you good luck by following the recipe, and enjoy your cooking, and please follow my channels, subscribe on Kurt's Best Recipes. Okay, bon appetit.